Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and now today I'm going to show you how much I've done on this one, and I'm going to do a bit of work on this today. I want to add a few more beads, I think, too. It's really cold here today and overcast, so it's not very nice. I've done a fair bit of stitching, as you can see, because I tend to cover this with slow stitching. And I have been working on that. Still got a long way to go. I actually stitched around this flower here that I've probably seen that, and then I've added some little beads, and I'm going to do a few little beads in a couple of other places on here, just on the front. So because the back one, there's a picture, the same flower on there, but I just stitched over the top of that, and it's real easy to do this. All you do is just straight little stab stitches. Takes a little while though. It's been a long it's been a while. I've been doing it at intervals, you know. I might put on a few beads for a minute, I think. It's just to give me a bit of a fresh look at things. They're not the right colour, but I do have some of that sort. Now it doesn't matter if they're exactly the same, does it? Nobody thinks about that. It doesn't matter if they're exactly the same, because that doesn't worry. I've got some yellow ones. They might look light, or the cream. Yeah, they're nice. Any more small that I have, but I think I'll put them right down the bottom there. I'm not going to really go digging for things today. Don't feel like it. Didn't get any sleep last night at all. I'm a very tired lady today. Feel very tired. Wanted to put a video up because I missed yesterday, and I feel really bad about that. But when you don't feel, I just had a flexi, but today I don't know. The weather's dragging me down. We can't even seem to get any warm around here. It's just dreadful, all this cold weather. Supposedly going to be warmer starting a little bit over the next few days. Now I've just threaded a needle here with a bit of ordinary thread, which is a sewing thread. You can use bead thread if you want to, but you don't have to. There's a beading thread. You can please yourself what sort of thread you use, as long as it's a good sturdy one. You're not going to be pulling on it very hard though. So if I've got the yellow ones there, they look really nice. I just want to make some sort of little embellishment there, and probably down here using the beads. I'll get this open. Right, very good. Now what have I got here? I do have a lot of little containers with me. Oh, they're orange, you know, because then it'll completely take away from everything I've done there, won't it? Yes, I'm trying to stay with these colours, and actually I don't know if I'd go with the yellow, and you can't see those. They're too light. Way too light. Maybe you could put something in amongst this here. It looks like little flowers sitting in there or something. You know, like it's imaginary. Yes, I know. It's an imaginary thing. Or up across here, maybe. Might do a little row of beads going across this piece. Righto. I do have my bead soup here. I think I'd rather get into something now that I can see that I've got enough of. I just didn't want it to be too... They don't look too bad. I think I'm looking towards the green a bit though. I think I'm wanting to go with the green. You move back over there a tiny bit, and I'll see. Oh dear, that's not good. I didn't realise that was so far forward. That nearly come down on top of everybody. Me. Top of me. Any more green in this one? No. There's blue. I'm going to be careful here. Every time my cat comes in here, he thinks he can just get up on this thing and just jump into the window. But you can't, because I've got piles of beads piled up on top of this. I need these ones here, Sonya. You do? You need these ones. I think they're on shaky. I think they might be on shaky. One more packet. You're going to have him here in a minute. Wait a minute, no, that's not him. Think it green? No. And nothing that we're looking for either. I'll have to move his back a bit further. I'm sorry I can't reach. There's a big green bead in here somewhere. I can see some in that. You have to forgive me for this because I wasn't going to be fishing through things. I didn't think I would do that today. I thought I'd just take it easy a bit. So I'm looking for stuff all the time. That's not what I need. Is it? Did I find any? No, I put them back. Oh, good, aren't I? Hang on a minute. I'm going to go and look in the bead soup. If you come back over here, you can sit there a minute while I maybe dive into this box here. Without losing my stamps. So I've got them sitting on the... I want to use my sewing machine. I've got it all ready to do it. And then I put stuff on top. So that didn't work. Is there any in here before I go looking? There's little bottles with something. Gold ones. How about some gold? Righto, let's see what we got. I do like this apricot one. I do like that one. And do I love these? I think these are beautiful. Look at them. Aren't they nice? Don't know if I want to put anything like that on the cover. Maybe. The colours are good, aren't they? They're definitely the colours I would use on something, aren't they? I'll just sneak them out for a minute. Just have a look, you see. Okay, I was going to go with the gold too. I'll just bring that as well, just in case. Righto. Now we're going to have to find something in this lot because I don't want to dig down anything else. It's not going back down this flat. Hard to shut this is. Come on. You've got to get it firm in the right place. Then you can't get it open. Right, got it. I'm not going to risk leaving this undone. Okay. Of all the stuff that I have, if only I felt better, well enough, long enough that I could use some of it, it'd be really good. I might unplug that heater. I've been good and bad days. Okay, now, these fell off the thing, didn't they? Oh, gee, wouldn't they look good on this? Wow. I bought them to use for beads, to do fabric beads with, and I'll show you that later on. I think that's too pointy. This is nice. I like these. I'll stick these in the bead soup because I'll show you those, the beads that I want to make with those later. Or that or the gold. I'll stick with this one, I think. This is what I like, this sort. It's very, it's there, but it's not overpowering, you know. You don't want to be, you just got to make sure you get the right things to put on, don't you? You just go through the fabric from the back, pick up a bead and put that down there like so. Quite easy, really. Very easy. It's very therapeutic too, you know. It keeps you... You can get lost in doing it. In beading. I have a lot of that too that I've got to do. I've done a lot over the years, but I still know I can go back and do other things as well. There's always something different out there, isn't there, that you can find to do. I know it's not very, you know, out there, but you don't want it to be because it's there. We can see that it's there. It's looking good. It's not taking over the whole thing. I think I might have to put something on that part there. I don't know yet. I'm going to use something for the closure, so I've got to work out what that's going to be, so I don't want to put anything there yet. I don't know what the closure is going to be. I could use one of those little hitch post things. I suppose it might look pretty cool on there. I think I might have got those colours out of must have got them out of that other box out there. Right. I don't want to go too close. I can't go to the edge because I'm going to just cover. I'll be covering the edge with something, or just leaving it like it is. We'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. There you go. Now I did take a tiny bit tight. I didn't go too tight though, but you must pull it so they're not hanging off there. You don't want them to be waving around, falling off, okay? And if you happen to do that and they do wiggle about too much, you can sneak back underneath it and stitch it back down again, okay? Don't leave it like that if it's not right, all right? You won't like it. It won't be nice at all. Okay, now, I was thinking about that part there, wasn't I, putting something there? I guess because this is the front, I could add some more stuff to it, but I don't want to put a lot of things on there because it's going to take me too long. I must do a bit more stitching on there though. We can do a bit of that now. Do a bit of sewing. Yeah, this weather's really crap. Freezing last night it was. And I haven't been cold for a while now, but it got really cold last night. Oh, you know what? I said one day when I was on here that I thought my husband threw away my good fluffy blanket. Cream, beautiful, minky, nice big one too it was. Because I couldn't find it. And yesterday, and he couldn't find it. Yesterday I had a reason to go into the spare room, and underneath the table there was this round plastic container, you know, that you buy your doona things and that in. And I said to him, "What's that?" He said, "Oh, I don't know." I said, "Oh, Jeremy, I think that's that thing that I accused you of throwing out of me." And he didn't get angry enough. I said, "Oh, I told people to that you threw it away." Because I went and bought another one, see? The other one I bought's too heavy. And this one's just right. I didn't realise the one that I bought was heavy because I had to buy it online. Because I was just being impatient and just couldn't wait. I had to have one. Now I've got the bits and pieces in this box here that I'm using on this. Different colours that I want to put on or whatever. I might have to put a bit of apricot in there or something, I think. That'll look good, won't it? I don't have a crochet thread that colour. Not handy anyway. I've got a bit there, but I don't think I want to go with it that dark. Don't ask me why, but I just have that, you know, your ideas sometimes come to you. Don't know why they do, but they do. I'll just leave those three things there because I might want to stitch something like that. Righto. Now, this is a good sharp needle, right? It's good. You need something that'll go through for you because you've got a lot of thicknesses here. And I think I'll do that there. Colour, what do you reckon? Yes, I will. I might have to divide it into 3 and 3, maybe. Strands. 3 and 3 strands. The yellow one. No, I'm going to go with that because I haven't got a lot of lighter colour on here. The apricot one. Now I had all my cottons all in a box, and I was going to do a lot of winding. I didn't go far with that. I don't know. Just sometimes you don't feel doing what you think you want to do. Oh, I knew I wanted to do some sewing today. I knew I really did. I'm really keen actually to do some sewing on the machine because I've been watching those ladies at the sewing bee over in UK, Britain's the sewing bee thing. And I think I'd like to try, to do a bit of sewing on the machine. I have, actually, I've got some doll patterns, some doll clothes patterns, and I thought maybe I could teach us how to read the pattern from them, and maybe do a couple of videos on a bit of sewing on the machine. I might have to wait until the weather gets a bit better though, and I drag the stuff out from under the machine, out from under that stuff over there. I should be able to get it. It's not that bad. Okay, I think I've got a big thread here. I went over the top a bit. I've actually got a bit of a cross stitch going down there, but I've just crossed it over. You see, well, that was all right. That's a bit of fun, isn't it? I'm going to start down here underneath the bottom of it, and I'm just going to come up here. Now I've got 3 strands because you want to be able to see it. Right, if you get something that's too small, too thin, it'll just disappear into your fabrics. You want something that you can see. Mum just turned up with nothing for me. I've actually bought myself something that I wasn't going to buy. I didn't know I bought it either until the other day, and I went on there to see what sort of things I had bought and hadn't received yet, and I got this, a goodie, and I'll show you when it gets here. I might have to put that down and do this. Okay, no, that's not going to work either, can't I? I've got to hang on to it. I'm just going to go into the edge as close as I can without pulling it up and making it fray everywhere. I'll go over into this piece here. I'm going to put a stab stitch across the edge of it so it looks like a patch. Very, like something like that. Only I think I'll only do one piece across it. Okay. Because see, it's a simple way to do things. It's a very calming way to do things. If today I had to, this is very long now, that I'm a bit disappointed with how long I'm making it, so I'm going to actually come back and make it into something different because the stitches are a little bit big. I wouldn't have been able to concentrate on coming up with anything. I tried a couple of things and I couldn't work them out, so I just thought that best not to do that today when I don't feel up for it. But even, you know, that I don't feel great, I really need and like to have a go at doing something, you know. It sort of makes you feel a bit better, I think. I don't know if it's true or not. It's like a bit of medicine, I guess. Well, I mean, I always remember, you know, when I haven't had a good night's sleep, the first time that I actually did a market and I hadn't slept the night before, and I can remember how bad I felt. I didn't sleep because I was thinking about what I was going to be doing and stuff like that. I'm going to go up along here now because I'm going to incorporate that into it, but you'll see what I'm going to do anyway as I get round here. Anyway, I just think of that. I think to myself, look, Sonya, but then again, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago because I haven't done markets for years. Would have been, maybe it wouldn't be 18 years. Probably would when I first started. Yeah, would have been. That was a while back. Oh dear, I felt bad. Oh, it's like, well, I have in the past, way back in my young days, had a hangover, right? More than one, maybe. Got to be honest. And it was like that. It's just really bad, you know. I haven't had a drink for many years now. So, but I've had a few too many, you know, on the odd occasion, and felt really bad the next day. Nobody's going to judge me, I'm sure. There's people out there might have done the same thing. Anyway, so this is getting a bit full up, isn't it, with these stitches, but that's okay. That's going to be across nearly at the back, isn't it? Nearly on the top of the back. I'm actually going to put something in there too. Well, that's all right. I'll make it as thick as I want to so I can hold on to it. Now, where am I? Which end? Up here. Righto. Yeah, so I felt so bad that day. It always brings to mind every time I feel that bad. don't know why I can't sleep. I don't know. It's just really the weirdest thing. The day I went up the street twice, I come home and slept like a log. Maybe I do need to get more exercise. Somebody said that to me, that I probably need to get more exercise. It isn't very easy, though, when you can't move. And okay, so I tried that. Now, we'll be honest now. When I say exercise, I tried to do some exercises. The lady, the physio, said to me, laying on the bed, just lifting up, doing leg exercises, moving about. She said roll around on the bed or whatever. And so after I've had my shower and I go and get in bed, Jeremy's in having his, I did a bit of this exercising, right, moving my legs up and down and stuff like that. And the next day, oh dear, the pain was just outrageous. Exercise, what's the matter? This is not good. Anyway. So I'll be pleased when I get fully vaccinated and I can go and get her to help us work. She's got to show Jeremy how he's got to put these compression bandages on my legs. And maybe when I get some of the fluid off them, maybe they'll feel a bit better, but I've got osteoarthritis, so I don't know. Geez, I'm having a bit of a bitch today, aren't I? Sorry about that. And I don't know what I think about this. It's not crossing over very good, is it? But you know what? It's just my bit of stuff today, and I'm just going to do this, and I think it'll be fine. I'm just making a lot of stitches. And because I'm going to put a bead dangle on here, I think. A fabric one. I'm going to do some fabric beads. Righto, so we've got hold of that. It's not going anywhere. Be all right if it was fair on the if it was halfway. Wouldn't that be all good? It'd be good if it was halfway that way and halfway that way, but we can't have everything. We're just going to have to leave it like that. It doesn't come all the way across there. Never mind. If it was fair on the edge, I was saying. So that's different. It's stitched on, and it's just how we do it. It's good. It's fun, isn't it? We don't have to worry. Oh, the crosses on the back are cool. Okay, that's all right. So, and my chair is making that squeak noise because one of the things under the arm of it has come undone. Jeremy's got to. I've got to get Jeremy to tighten it up for me. I keep forgetting to ask him. Oh dear, what colour do I need? Well, I'm going to still go with this or not? I don't think so. Had enough of that one. About the green. Might do the green. Love this green. I use it all the time, I suppose. I haven't got a lot of it on here though, so that's all right. I can do this one. Must be making it something straight down the road. Where they built that house, there's something going backwards and forwards. They must be clearing the road around the yard. They must be clearing the yard around it. I suppose I should do some fancy stitches on here, but just some straight ones, that's all we need, because that's what you're slow stitching. It can be fancy ones if you want. I suppose it's up to people what they want to put on there. I've done lots of fancy ones on mine, but in the past. But I'm just going to do this today because it's what I've been going with, and I think it looks really good. You got to you don't pull it too tight, but you don't make it. I don't know. It needs to have a bit of a scruffle. No, wrinkle, something. Bit of texture. You need a bit of texture. So I've got lots of different pieces on here, as you will see. This here was the worst. This here stuff is the worst thing I've ever tried to sew. I've done that patch of it, and there's a patch over here, and it was really horrible for some reason, really bad. But it looks really good. It's got a really nice texture to it, doesn't it? But it wasn't good to sew. I don't know why. Felt like when I went to put the needle in there, it didn't want to go in there. It felt like that. It did. There's a stray thread going up in there. Better get him out. Now the book that I'm doing this for, I have about 3 pages that I want to finish. And do you think that I can figure it out? But it's okay. Okay, everything's so... what's the name in this world these days? It's just bad. You just gotta keep going anyway, don't you? Yeah. I was talking to a good friend of mine the other day, and it wasn't very good, but she was telling me about things that I don't want to talk about now anyway, so I'd rather not. So let's talk about something else. How's your day? What have you been up to? Right. Have you made something like this? Somebody was making one of these junk journals like I'm doing, a sewing one, I know that. My next one is going to be lace and fabric because I really want to do that. I did one before. I really enjoyed doing that. But I'm going to it's going to be a fabric book with lace. But there will be journaling spots in it, definitely. So I'm going to come up here now and catch this one down as I'm going back because I don't think I've put enough into this. I want another row. I want another row going across. And then I might start going the other direction. You don't have any rules. Just make it your own. I'm not very game when, to venture out into different colours and that. I'm a bit funny about that. I don't know why. I mean, I wouldn't put any red or anything through here, or because I just don't. To me, they don't look right. I don't know what that is. Other people can do it. I think I said that before, but I can't for some reason. Mine doesn't look good at all. I'm going over here now because I think I need a row down there, don't you? The other side of this. You can skip about it any way you like. Look, we can go down in here now and fill this bit in. Very good, solid piece of material this is. I have I've got a throat thing made like this. It's been stitched by, I don't know, probably people in India or somewhere, wherever they do them. And it's very heavy, really heavy. And it's only really thin like this, but it's really heavy on the bed. So I haven't had it on there of late because I've been having a few issues with my legs, so we don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm excited now. I've got my little soft one back and my fluffy one. But that means I have a fetish, a blanket fetish. I love covers and blankets. I really do, and I'm always buying them. And then when they don't go well, the dog gets them. She's like a little dog because she gets those. I give a lot away to my daughter for her dog there at one stage. I don't know, I used to have a real lot of those wool ones. Old wool blankets that I'd collected up. But anyway, they get old. I'd rather light doona, and that's what I've got on the bed now. I'm waiting to put the summer sheets on. I'm waiting. I'm going to go down in here a bit. Look at me go down in here. I'm going to go through that. I like the idea of that. I did a bit there and I thought, well, that looks good, doesn't it? A bit adventurous there. Look. Oh, yeah, sure. That's me for you. I said to Jeremy last night, what was I doing? I said I did something and he wanted to laugh so bad. He was nearly laughing and I said, yeah, come on, it's funny. And I don't know why he wouldn't laugh at it. Well, I don't know what I said now, I can't remember. Got no idea. Things just, go out of your mind. You've got too much stuff in there, Sonya. That's what it is. That's what the doctor reckons. Anyway, as you get older, you start forgetting stuff because he said there's so much stuff stored in there. You just have to bring it up eventually. somehow if you haven't got something serious wrong with you. Well, this will be interesting for people to watch anyway. It's interesting. Have me rattling on here. Can't even think of a story or anything to tell you. I have some stories, but I can't think of anything now. I haven't talked to my brother for a while. I don't know what he's up to. I suppose he must be all right. He hasn't told me otherwise. I think he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he could have 9 grandbabies, you know. And that's not fair. It doesn't matter. He's got a, you know, I don't think he gets to see them though because his boys live in all different. He had 3 sons, and I'm sure all but one have, but one has got, just had a little girl. I think they've got boys, all got boys, except for the little girl. Yeah, well, it's one little girl. They've got 3 each, 3 boys. Cat was a bit sick. I might have told you that. I think he's better now. He's running up and down the hall today like a little pony. And this morning, he gets out there, thinks that we should be up now, so he gets out. Well, we've been getting up about 6 o'clock of the morning because, I don't know, we go to bed at 10:30, so you don't want to be laying around there for too long. I don't, anyway, I've got to get up and move about a bit. And, he's running up and down, but he had been a bit off. I don't know what was wrong with him. I think he must have got something dodgy. Might have eaten something. He was no business. He's always chewing stuff. If he finds a bit of my cotton or something on the floor, he might get into it and he'll rotter. And I don't know whether he did or not, but he was a bit sick. But now he seems to be okay. Thank goodness. Okie dokie. I bought some clothes online and I'm waiting for that parcel because I've been buying from there for a few years now, but I hadn't got anything for a while. But I wanted some more long sleeve tops, you know, just for between seasons, if that ever happens. This is looking cool. I do like that. I'm going to keep going with that. Do a bit more, throw a bit more on. Do the same colour. It seems to be working. Can you see how I'm doing it exactly? This is good, isn't it? I like these, and I've lost them. These are my buttons that I found years ago, and I had them put away, and I just found 2, and I know I put them away. I looked in every one of those boxes up there. I can't for the life of me figure out what I've done with them, so I'm going to have to just, they'll pop up one day, and there they'll be, you know, because I ain't going to look for them. That's not very good language, Sonya, but I just don't feel like I want to do that. Meanwhile, I'm here peering around the room looking to see if I can think of where I might put them. Put them somewhere carefully, and I was going to write on it, and I said that too I was going to write on, but that didn't happen. Okay, so I'm going to come up this way and finish this bit. Finish going up and down on here first. Okay. I think that's a lemon colour on that. It's not green. So I like this green on here. I hope you don't mind me just having a sew. If you don't feel like watching, you can always turn it off anyway. I mean, you don't. Still get me thumbs down. As a regular person comes and looks at me stuff and gives me a thumbs down. Yeah. And that's okay. Still clicking on my channels. Somebody just don't like me, I suppose. That don't matter. It's their loss. So I don't think my videos mightn't be really good because I don't edit, but you know, I can't. Some things I'm going to try and do just the tutorial without mucking it all up for you, but then I'm going to just have to do my best as far as showing you how to do things, because you know, sometimes you've got to, I just make it from out of my brain, you know, or how I think it goes. And if I got it, sometimes I don't want to make 2 or 3 of one thing. I just want to make one of them, you know. I don't want to make a heap of stuff the same. So I don't do a lot of prototype things. Now I've got to work out which way I'm going. I'm going over this way now. I'm going to come up through there and come back across that way. Okay. So we can see what we're doing here. We're just stitching away, you know, it's easy. Easy. Yeah, very good. Hope everybody's safe and we're all staying safe. I know that there's a lot of things out of lockdown now. We are, because I don't think, as far as I know, and I hope I'm right, we haven't had any cases here now for a few weeks, so that's good. But you've got to still protect yourself, because you don't know if people have actually been out there and got it and haven't been tested, you see, don't you? You've got to make sure of that. You know, so you've got to stay safe. And that's me time to go now. Oh, gee, that thing's noisy, isn't it? Oh, and the bell Jeremy bought me is really cool. Only thing is, if I press it, it just keeps going. It doesn't stop. He has to pull the battery out of it to make it stop. So I don't know what we've done there, but I try not to use it too much anyway. I wouldn't use it if he's inside, so I won't use it now, because it was only for if he was outside and I needed him as urgent or something. He'll probably come in here soon anyway to tell me that my lunch is ready, I suppose. He looks after me really good, that fella. He's a really good man. I've nearly done this. I think it looks pretty cool. I like it. Very much stitched, isn't it? It's stitched all right. I've done a lot of stitching on this bit. Makes it nice texture. Little crosses. Little kisses, or little crosses. Some cotton on this. Some work in it. I've been working on it for a while now. I know that I'm working on a lot of other things too, but I will get to them, I promise you, and you'll see a majority of what I'm making again, I promise, you know. I'll be back and doing a bit on each one, you know, as I go. There's this from the back. I've still got to do here and here and here. I think I've done, oh no, in this front bit, I don't know what I'm going to do there yet, because I've got to work out what I want to put there. And maybe another few little beads down this part, but that'll be, I think that'll be enough beads, because that'll be enough of it. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you are out there doing nice, safe things, and being careful, and doing lots of crafting. Do some crafting, make you have a bit of a stitch. It sort of makes you relax a bit, you know, because look, this is really wacky, but it's okay. It was fun, and you know, I think it looks really cool, actually. I don't think I'll add that much to the rest of it, because there's a fair bit of stitching in that. But it's all going to be covered anyway with stitchings. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.